Hey kids, welcome back. It's week 4, day 1. It should be April 20th if you're watching this on day 1 on Monday. And it's good to see you. Today's reflection question. What animal, critter, insect, spider, or bird, or any other type of critter would you be if you could be one of those things for one day? Remember, be thoughtful and write 2 to 3 complete sentences in my assignment today. See you later. Hey, welcome back. I'm filming this on Sunday. I have the windows open. It is beautiful. I think all that snow from last week has moved on. It looks like it might be reaching 60 for the foreseeable future as a high. Today it was about 50 degrees as a high. Went for a nice long 2.5 mile walk in Theodore Wirth Park, and I really enjoyed getting outside a little bit while remaining and social distancing from people. It's sunset, and I've got 7 items on our agenda today. Welcome back, middle school success students. 1, incompletes. The whole district has moved to marking assignments that are not turned into incompletes rather than missing. I'll explain what that means to you. 2, the district has also moved to a pass-fail system for trimester 3. Your parents, guardians have been told about this. I'm not sure if you have, so I'm going to tell you about it and explain what that means for middle school success. Agenda item 3, Minnesota news updates. Some cool things happened in Minnesota last week, and I thought I'd share them with us just so they're worth acknowledging, and that's cool. Cool success, local success. Agenda item number 4, I have a mystery box. Oh, what cool things I keep in these mystery Oh, I'm not going to show you in this video or any future videos. You are going to have to wait to hear from me to Agenda Item 4's mystery box about how to see what's inside the box. So it's an incentive for reaching out to me. I'll get to that in a bit. Agenda Item 5, I have our show and tells. Agenda Item 6, good deeds for days. I introduced the project last week on day 2. I explained it in the video. I know the assignment had the dates were mixed around, but that should not have changed any of the things you did over the weekend. It just said a couple of wrong dates because I was anticipating starting it last week on Monday, didn't get to it. So we started on Thursday. So as long as you were doing good deeds and doing and following the assignment, just ignoring the dates, I sent a message in Schoology explaining that. You should be fine with that. We have an update for today, and I'll explain that in a bit. Agenda item number 7 is phone calls. I'm going to also check in. I want to hear from you. I've got a phone number I'll share with you. And that's that. Thanks again, Rex, for sharing us with all of your thoughtful questions. It's fun. I like hearing those responses. And so I'll continue sharing out some of those student responses on day 2 here coming up this week as I continue to sift through those assignments. All right, agenda item number 1, incompletes. Again, all of your teachers and all of the teachers throughout our school district of South Washington County Schools have been told that if a student does not submit an assignment, we are going to be marking them incomplete. We used to mark them missing because that would show you as getting 0 for that, and it would affect your grade. So hopefully that would alarm you. With the environment of distance learning that we're currently operating in, the district has advised us to go and mark you incomplete. That does not affect your grade. However, it will alert you that you still need to do that assignment. That is important that you do still go do that assignment, even though it's not affecting your grade. Because, moving on to agenda item number 2, you're not going to get an A. You're not going to get a B. You're not going to get a C. You're either going to pass or you're going to fail. So it's on you to make sure you are doing all of your assignments, because it's up to your teachers, me, of whether you will pass or whether you will fail. Middle school success in this class's case. For me, I'm going to be looking at 2 elements, whether you pass or fail. 1, how much and what quality of work you're producing, and then 2, what type of communication you're putting out there to me. Are you having troubles? Do you need to seek clarity? I have a phone number, I have an email, and a Schoology account through which you can message me. Are you using those channels of communication to reach out to me? Because I do. I am asking for you to reach out to me. And are you doing that? Some of you are doing great. I've got students calling me every week, and that's great. I like hearing your voices. I've got a new phone number that I connect to my computer that is working now. So I want to hear you calling me, emailing me, and Schoology messaging me. That's my job now. I want to touch base with you in that way. So that's going to be what decides of whether you pass or fail is the quality and amount of work you do, and then how much communication you're having with me. All right, agenda item 3, Minnesota news updates. I thought this was cool. I was just tickled me, and I wanted to share it with all of my students that Governor Walz helped pass legislation that made Minnesota a state that provides the first ever affordable insulin. So all across the world, particularly in the United States, people are having a hard time getting insulin, an important thing that people with diabetes need for life, just for living. And it's incredibly expensive. And if you didn't have insurance, well, you couldn't get it. Or in some students, young adults cases, I know a story of a kid. I call him a kid. I'm older than him, but he was 26 years old. And that's the age where you go off of your parents' insurance. And he didn't have insurance of his own. So the insulin he had to ration and wasn't able to live because of that. And I thought that was just so cool that our state was the first state to pass legislation that said no one is going to go without insulin. If you don't have insurance, we will give you a pathway. Here you are, and you will get your insulin. It's necessary for your life. And I thought that was awesome. I'm really proud of our state for that. Also, this is another cool Minnesota news. University of Minnesota produced an innovative ventilator that can be made, do it yourself, DIY, do it yourself ventilator out of products that can be found in any hospital or clinic. And so they are open sourcing those instructions, materials required, and how to make these great innovative ventilators and putting that out. The FDA emergency COVID approval system approved it. And so that's out there, and that's really going to help, especially those healthcare systems that have been taxed more heavily in Minnesota. We're managing this a lot better than other states. We don't have an overtaxed healthcare system, thankfully, and so we're doing pretty good. But I thought that was really cool that the University of Minnesota is putting stuff out there to help those people that really need that support. Cool. All right, agenda item number 4, mystery box. Haha. I'm not going to show you what's in here. It's always going to be something cool. It's going to be every day. The way to see what's in here is to contact me. Either send me an email, a Schoology message, or give me a call. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a link to my Google Meets, my personal Google Meets, and I'll put you on video. You can see my video. Even if you don't have access to video at your home, you can see my video, and I'll show you what's in the box. If you don't have video, you can chat with me, and I could verbally tell you what's going on, and I'll explain what's in there. It's always going to be some cool stuff. I have some cool stuff in my apartment. I like to collect some things, and some of them are pretty valuable. I collect currencies, coins, money. I currently in my closet, I have rookie cards of some incredible athletes. I used to collect trading cards, baseball cards, basketball cards, and yeah, baseball, basketball, or the other sports. I don't remember. I have a gem in there. Hint, hint, hint. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so I have some very valuable trading cards. So if you're into sports, you might be interested in seeing some cool sports cards from the 80s and 90s. And I actually inherited my father's stuff from when he was a kid, and he's currently 66. So I've got some cool stuff around my apartment. My father was a colonel in the Army, field artillery, so I have some cool things that I could get from him that would be cool if you're interested in history. I might be putting that in the mystery box. So again, the way to see what's in the mystery box for that day, you have to call me that week, and I'll send you a link. It's really simple. I've been doing it with other students. You just click on the link, click join the meeting, and I'll show you what's in the box. It's as simple as that. It won't take much time at all. And I just thought it would be a fun way for me to engage with my students. I miss you, and I love to hear and talk with you. And if you've got video, I can see it, and you can do a little informal, hey, how's it going? So reach out to me. 4, 5, show and tell. All right, let's check out the show and tell for the week. I've got, I think, 4 student Pictures. Isaac, Aaron. I forgot everybody. Sorry, I'm not registering everybody who it was. Let's see if I remember. I'll get to that. Ian, yes, I love this. This is from his project. I asked permission if he could share it. This is awesome. This was, it looks great to protect yourself against COVID as well, but it's also going to protect you from picking your boogers. Yeah, I love it. I used to pick my boogers a lot too. So that's awesome. Don't say you don't, you liar, because you know we all do. All right. Playing soccer in your basement. I can't see your face, and I figured out who this was. If it was Aaron, Isaac, or who it was, but this is awesome. I used to, it reminds me of when I was even younger than you. I used to have little miniature hockey sticks, and we'd play hockey with socks in our living room. And we'd just smashing these socks all over, knocking stuff over. There's Aaron. But I love playing hockey with socks in my house. Playing trampoline. That looks like a six trampoline. Can you do any flips? Woo! And a cute little kitty. Look at that cute little kitty. Keep sending those pictures. I've got a couple. Charlie having pancakes and eggs with me every morning. Real maple syrup and coffee. I've got the student list there. I've eaten an unprecedented amount of pancakes. And that's my girlfriend, Susanna. You've seen my nephew, Mercury. He's doing really well. And that's Susanna's dog, Greyhound, Leo. We were over and hanging out with my brother and Mercury and Amanda, my brother's lady friend, and we're just having a nice time. I'll keep sending you updates about my family if you keep sending me pictures of what you're all up to. Get out there and have fun. I was out on a hike. I forgot to take pictures. I should have done that so I could share it with more show and tell. But I'll get some cool stuff for day 2. Don't forget to reach out to me to see what's in the mystery box. I don't think you'll be disappointed. All right, last one is our good deeds for days. Okay, and I apologize. I forgot to update the dates in the assignment. The directions remained the same. The only thing I changed were the dates. Hopefully, I know I had one student reach out to me. Good job, Tyler, for expressing your confusion. You should have been confused. That's my bad. I own that. But hopefully you continued with the work, and I did message all of you that I updated the assignment dates when I found it over the weekend. I think I messaged you Friday night, actually. So hopefully you got that. If not, just keep charting your good deeds. It doesn't really change anything except for the dates you started it, which was last Thursday. And I introduced it last Thursday. So hopefully you figured that out, that it wasn't Tuesday because that was already passed. It started on Thursday. So no big deal. All right, good deeds for days, updates. I want to remind you about what you have to do. So update. Right now, today, your day 1 activity is to give me a paragraph update about what your good deed experience was like between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you should have 4 days of doing good deeds. And hopefully each day you're doing more and more good deeds. Hopefully over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you had more time. So hopefully you did more good deeds. And your charts, your bar graphs, or your line graphs, however you're visually graphing your good deeds, will indicate the weekend you had more good deeds than on Thursday and Friday. So today's update in Schoology, day 1 activity, good deed update. You're supposed to complete 5 thorough and complete and thoughtful sentences responding to the questions in today's assignment. So open back up the assignment. The directions are on that 1-pager, which are currently in Schoology. And it's asking you things like, how's it going? How are your good deeds going? How does your chart look? Is it organized? Do you have a chart? I'm not currently grading your chart. You'll be turning it in at the end of this project, but do you have a chart? What's it look like? Do you need to go back and make a final draft? Did you get feedback from any of the people you performed good deeds for? What did that feedback sound like? What did it feel like? What new deed ideas do you have? Please send your update into Schoology today. And just as a reminder of what I'm looking for, this picture was in Schoology last week and it's in Schoology there now today too. I'm asking you, this is what you're going to be turning in. This is your project, and what you're going to be presenting to your families. So over here in the first row, you're visually graphing how many good deeds you did. So here on this first day, we did some good deeds. On the second day, did like twice as many good deeds on that second day. On that third day, I did kind of okay. And then after that, the fourth day did tons. The fifth day did way more. And then the last day did a ton more. So you need to visually graph the number of deeds you did somehow. It could be a bar graph like I did here. If you want to do a line graph, you could do it that way. If you want to do this on a computer and make a pie chart, you can do that too. As long as you know how to submit a picture, a screen grab, or however you're going to submit your project is fine. But these are the three components to your project, and these are outlined in the assignment. And this is just one way to do it. On top of visually graphing, either in a bar graph, a line graph, or a pie chart, or some other chart, visually graphing how many deeds you did, for each of those days, you also need to list what specific deeds you did. And then at the end of every single day, remember, don't forget, reflect on how it made you feel. So this is what it should look like, or something like that. How are you organizing yourself through this? And at the end of it, on day 2 this week, I'm going to give you, in the one pager, I give you specific directions about how to make your final draft of your project. It might look something like this. And you're going to be presenting it to your families at home. And much like our good habit or bad habit project, you're going to be having your families email out to me. And I'm continually getting more emails from families, and that's great. Don't forget, I expect you to have your families to respond to me for that good habit, bad habit project. And you're going to do something similar like that for your good deeds project come Thursday. That's it. So don't forget, get yourself organized. Respond to today's assignment in Schoology. And the sun's going down here in Minneapolis. Tomorrow's going to be warmer and warmer. It's springtime. It's the middle of April. And I hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to call me. I never got to phone calls. Agenda item number 7. Phone calls. 651-425-4486. I expect you to call me. I want you to call me. Call me anytime during the day. This is my work phone number. I don't host classes anymore. Instead, I'm reaching out to students. So reach out to me. This is my phone call. I will call you. It's not a bother at all. I want you to connect with me. I'll talk about your projects. Let's just hang out. I miss students. Went into education because I like the youth. I like supporting my community. So I just want to be there for you and just let's connect. That's my number. Again, 651-425-4486. I updated that phone number in my Mr. Ermer's contact information document in Schoology. So if you don't want to go back and watch this video, it's there. You can call me anytime, Monday through Friday during typical school hours, and I'll pick up and we'll talk. And if not, leave a voicemail. I'll call you back with a number I can reach you at. So great job. I've loved your projects. Great job continuing to do distance learning, and let me know how you're doing. See you later. Woo! Get out there and run.